Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They want to run it left here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are.
Turning it on! Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Tatum. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Breaks into the open. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might be calling a hot route. Williams will pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead is 6 in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry up.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grab behind the line. It's Tatum. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Williams looking for a man. Pressure coming. And some room to work. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Hokies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Gonna run it. It's Tatum. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the snap, it's Tatum. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Williams will pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going for it all. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the...
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give on the option. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
You've got a 3rd and manageable backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory,
there he goes! Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The DBs will back off a bit. fires to the wideout. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the heart.
Turning it on! They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Virginia Tech, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He's not afraid to go deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kansas is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end. Brings it in down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Arizona State, 48. Virginia Tech, 21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Williams looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. There he goes. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the 2nd half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He'll run it again. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Here we go.
Quarterback may change this route. Williams will pass. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go-longs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got it in the middle, it's Jones. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
1st and goal. Virginia Tech.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Williams looking for a man. He's got his man. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the...
There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Okay, ready? Eat. Tuna. Come on, set.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. Snagged out of the air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. They get the W, and with that being